Welcome or welcome back, new viewers and gamers. It is time for a new episode of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, and today we're in the cold storage to go look for some members of Team Plasma that happen to be hiding here before we can fight Clay, the 5th gym leader of Unova. But before we do, why don't we do a nice little team recap? I've got some new team members over here after our last episode. Starting off with Rowan Ilbert, the Vanillite with the moves. At level 34 with the moves Mirror Shot, Icy Wind, Taunt, and Acid Armor, holding the Eviolite. I got that off screen, and it's gonna bolster his defenses until he's a Vanillix. We have Balsaf, the Embor, with the moves Flame Charge, Arm Thrust, Heat Crash, and Workup, holding a Charcoal at level 37. We have Velvet Crow, the Escadrille, at level 37 with a Shell Bell, instead of the Quick Claw I had before, with Metal Claw, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and a Rock Slide. We have Chester, the Swadloon, with the moves Struggle Bug, Stirring Shot, Bug Bite, and Razor Relief at level 35. And the Miracle Seed is being held. We have Denny, the Ducklet, at level 35 with the moves Aqua Ring, Air Slash, Roost, and Rain Dance. Too bad I missed out on a Water type move because I had her in the daycare. And finally, Hubert, the male Unfazon, with the moves Air Cutter, Roost, Air Slash, and Taunt, level 32. And no item held as well. So without further ado, we got a few evolutions we can do as well, but might as well do that with some trainer battles we have in here. Let us begin. Starting off with this rando in here. Well, still, is there anything more important than strength for trainers, like the champion said? I'll never understand just by thinking about it. What a bother. Let's try hurrying up and checking the inside. You gotta help me, Jaren? You're just gonna stand there? Okay, let me fight this guy. When you walk through the containers, then some places are frozen, so you go sliding around. Boy, my favorite, ice physics. Hey, what's this? You got a netball. Which makes catching water Pokemon and bug Pokemon just a little bit easier. There will be way more ice physics later in the game, don't you worry. And when it's cold, you wear a lot of clothes. Only humans could come up with something so clever. Yeah, maybe, but the clothes Hilda is wearing definitely not suited for the cold. Alright, Worker Victor with a Pansear, great matchup. Awesome, wonderful. Alright, guess we're switching. Alright, Velvet's not gonna have a good time against that, so Balsaf will have to deal with it. I still really like that entrance whenever you use a heavy Pokemon in these games. Every swipes ain't doing that much. Only 3 times, that's fine. Hit him with an Arm Thrust. Okay, really? Only 2 times the hit? At least you hit me with a weak move. Flame Charge might as well get the speed boost. Alright, a Timberius. I might as well just get rid of you right now. Bye-bye. How we struggle in vain at the end shows how clever humans are. Had to read that quickly. Anyways, that's what you get for using a Pansear from the start. Alright, what's this guy gotta do? You're pretty energetic considering the cold place we're in. Let's warm up with a Pokemon battle. I don't want to warm up nowhere. Get out of my face with that. Alright, Worker Glenn with a Panpour. Alright, a much better matchup, even though it resists both of our moves. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Alright, let's see how much an Icy Wind does. Probably not too much. Cannot wait to get a certain Ice type move. Oh, that does quite a bit. A crit. No wonder. After your swipes, I have the Eviolite that shouldn't do much. 5, of course you crit. Crits on crits. Alright, Mirror Shot. I know it's resisted, but this animation is pretty neat. Kind of miss the little spiky-ish animation it has in the 3DS games. But anyways, Rowan Ilbert is now level 35. And we'll learn a very special move, Ice Beam. No more Icy Winds for us here. Not gonna lie, it was a bit of a slog to using Icy Wind during training. But now we don't need that move anymore. We now have Ice Beam. Alright, Timber is the next Mon. You could either throw a rock at me or hit me with a fighting type move. Why don't we switch into Chester for this? Even if you do hit a rock type move with me, it shouldn't do that much, right? Hopefully not. I don't think so. Chip away, even better. Alright, Razor Leaf with Miracle Seed boosted, and hopefully it gets a crit as well. That can kill. Chip away, no rock throw. Good. And goodbye. I warmed up, but I lost the battle. My heart is freezing. Alright, we got our first evolution, and definitely not the last. Rowan is evolving. I always like the little wind-blowing animation that Vanillite does. Into a nice little vanilla-ish ice cream cone. Congratulations, Rowan evolved into a vanilla-ish. We need a regional variant of the vanilla line that's like a slushy or something, an ice slushy. Maybe ice grass, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, let's switch Rowan away from the front. Let's look at your stats real quick, actually, before we do that. Pretty good special attack, though we have much harder hitters on this team. I think Chester should be up next for this, just so he can evolve as well. Actually, wait, I can go up here, that's right. Alright, just slide down here. And that's how we do it. Alright, here's our next guy. Hopefully he has a Pansage. Although I am in the cold storage, my heart is burning. Our worker Philip with a girder. Might not be the best considering we're a little weakened, but we can make this a switch training thing. Why not? We do have a flying type move we can use. As long as you don't rock throw me, it should be fine. Low kick, even better. Oh, of course you get a crit. At least it didn't do that much. An air slash. Our identity is now level 36. And Chester is also now level 36. Oh no. Oh no indeed. Alright, Chester's evolving as well. And to a wonderful Leavanny. And there's a certain move he's gonna learn as well. Alright, Leaf Blade. I'm gonna keep Razor Leaf just so we had the added grass move if need be. So let's get rid of String Shot. Gonna need this for the upcoming gym battle. And not only that, but another evolution right here. Ducklet is evolving. Into a beautiful Swanna. Would have been cool if we had 3 back-to-back evolutions there. Well, we technically did, but I mean all in one battle. Alright, so why don't we have you in the front since a lot of these guys are using timbers and girders. Though before you had Bubble Beam and now I can't get a water type move on Denny until we get Surf. The best trainer of Ice-type Pokemon in the cold storage. That's me. No, you're not. No, you're not. And I'll tell you why. Worker Peyton with a Vanillite. Thankfully, Freeze Dry doesn't exist yet. Now, if I wanted to, I could Roost and take an oncoming Ice-type hit, but it most likely is going to use either Icicle Spear or Icy Wind. Why don't we switch on to Rowan for this? Just because I think that'd be a bit of a better matchup, thanks to our mirror shot attack. Sonic, go ahead, that's fine. I don't need status moves to take you down. Alright, Timber's your other Pokemon. Why don't we show him the power of our new Ice Beam? I also really like the animation of Ice Beam in this game. Just that crackly sound. It gives it some oomph. Oh no, I was trying even harder at the Zero City Gym. And yet your Pokemon are this under-leveled? Alright, dude. You got an Ice Heal. I don't even know it's pretty much the only Ice-type Pokemon we're gonna run into for a while, so... it's very unlikely you're gonna get frozen. Like, very unlikely. Alright, this should lead us to the end of this here little dungeon. Actually, not quite yet. Hey, you, I want to fight you. Ready to battle? I guess he's shivering, I think. It could have been conveyed a little better, but oh well. Alright, Worker Ryan. Worker Ryan Reynolds. Timber. Alright, Air Slash. Because we're playing Xenoblade out here, Air Slash indeed. Alright, Timber once again. Even as Rock Throw, not worried. And Venia Light. Alright, no need to switch this time. We could just hit him with another Air Slash. I'm shivering. I think I can tell, dude. Alright, Hyper Potion. And I think it's a good time to get Chester some more EVs while we're at it, too. Right? Nah, I better get Rowan. I need him more prepared for the gym battle as well, because I got a little plan for that. But we'll discuss that later on. Alright, so this is where we need to go, eh? Oh, is someone in there? I don't know, we haven't tried yet. Shall we go, then? Not just yet, I want to see what's up here. And it's so cold in here, they got icicles. Alright, no challenge at all? Alright, that just leads back to the beginning. Wait a minute, I can't go back, can I? God damn it, I gotta redo this whole thing all over again. Oh well, at least it's relatively short, so that's fine. Alright, time to go in here. All of you! Huddle around me, I can't take this cold! Whatever, I can't believe you were really hiding. It's a bother, but if you're cold, shall I show you outside? Jeez, fighting work, Sharon. Pokemon are our king's friends. Also, Zunzolan. You'll actually get a new outfit in the sequel. While we're taking care of them, we can't let any harm come to them here. Everyone, drive this intruder away! Understood, Zunzolan of the Seven Sages? Put 'em up! 'Cause here we come. Speva, let's each take care of one side. Alright, I'll take care of this dude over here. I'm one of the tougher members of the Team Plasma here. No, you're not. No, you are not, and I'll show you why. Alright, Plasma Grunt with a Sandelius. Alright, Rowan, show them why you're the old man general of Rizamaxia. Ice Beam. Hit him with that ground finale. And Watchdog is your last Pokemon. Down you go. Fun fact, actually, Ice Beam used to be base 95 power before Generation 6. It was nerfed to base 90. If you're taking away something, whatever you just said. That goes same for Thunderbolt and Flamethrower as well. How am I supposed to win when I'm shaking because of the cold? Because you're weak. I'm in my own way. I'm a strong part of this Team Plasma group. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're all a bunch of weaklings. Alright, Team Plasma Grunt once again. And we have a Trubbish over here. And am I glad I didn't get one of these. I really hope that doesn't age badly later on. And Ice Beam. Bye-bye. Have you learned your own lesson? I'm such a sore loser. Sounds like a lesson you need to learn. I wonder why. I'm getting sleepy for some reason. Keep your eyes open. Whatever you do, do not close your eyes. For this group, I'm pretty strong. I hope you know that. Alright, show me then. Enough talk, let's fight, as a certain armored armadillo once said. Alright, Leopard. Alright, I'm probably gonna see a fake out here. Wish I had something with inner focus or fake out, but at the same time, is it really needed? No, it's not. Alright, fake me out, go ahead. No, fake out, okay. Great plans are always interrupted. I'm in the middle of the night, we gathered all the Pokemon we stole in front of the container, so we could transport them all at the same time. But Clay, that old guy, found us. We had been captured. In this group, I'm fairly strong, and that's a fact. Alright, show me, dude. So Charon hasn't moved a single spot. Makes me think he's still fighting the same grunt while I've pretty much done all 4 of them already. Alright, Watchog, one of the worst Pokemon ever created. We're going to be seeing a lot of this later in the game. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but whatever. Alright, just a few more Ice Beams, that's that. God, the power of Ice Beam over Icy Wind is freaking night and day. Good lord. And Scraggly. That's what I said, Scraggly. Freeze him. Unnecessary crit is unnecessary, but you know, I ain't complaining. Long live Team Plasma! The Pokemon I work with, people may look like they're having fun, but the truth is they're suffering. There's no doubt about it. Up here we go. Where I'll be. Hiding in a chilly old place like this. You guys take these Pokemon robbers. Roger. Come on. Man, they better get their asses out of here before I get the whip. I better never see you 411 Team Plasma ever again after this. God damn it. They're ruining this perfect region. You guys ain't so bad. Yep, a promise is a promise. Come on and challenge the gym. Or my gym, I don't know. Whatever. Team Plasma's ideals. Separating Pokemon and people, or people and Pokemon, it's exactly the same as not having Pokemon in the world at all. That bunch is a waste of oxygen. God damn, Sharon, alright. It's cold, so I'm getting out of here. That's why you get a jacket. I'm on the talk. I got booty shorts on. Anyways. Never melt ice. That's gonna be good for Rowan once he evolves into a Vanillux. But I want to keep the Eviolite for now. And the rest of this ice is kind of just here for decoration, I guess. I mean, hey, you gotta admire the nice little perfect cubes these ice cubes are. Alright, thankfully this little party's here just so you can leave early. Also, that box there is very unsafe. That could fall on somebody's head if they're walking through it. Ah, well. Man, am I glad I'm out of there. Anyways, time to go heal up my pocket monsters real fast. So let's go to the El Gimnasio. I get it, it's 2 different Spanish pronunciations for gym. Whatever. Forget I said that. Alright, onward to the gym. Alright, maybe I should leave Eddie out in the front for a bit first. And we can save Rowan's Ice Beam VP for the gym battle. Alright, this team is pretty much stacked against ground types, so my two strongest mons are weak to ground. Gotta be careful of that. Oh, what's going on here? Clay, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Getsis of Team Plasma. I've come to pick up my associates who are in your care. I don't need no thanks now. Your buddies were trying to steal some folks' Pokemon, so I whipped them up good. What's this? It seems as if there has been some misunderstanding. We only free Pokemon from wicked people. Well, that sounds real nice if it's true. That also sounds like a lot of bullshit. Right here where I'm from, we call it Toro shit in these here parts. If I may not talk purity, but at least I'm an honest man. You talk real nice, but what you're saying kinda sounds like lying. So tell me plain, what are you trying to say? Team Plasma also has an interest in Driftveil City, and we have many, many more members besides those who are here. Well, I can't tell if you're lying or not, but I reckon you won this without a fight. Fine, take him again. Get out of my city. A decision worthy of a businessman called the Minor King. Your grasp of the situation is outstanding. Well then, we will be taking our colleagues off your hands. Getsis, thank you very much. Don't worry, my fellow servant of the king. We are 2 of the 7 sages, are we not? Well then, everyone, I expect that we will meet again somewhere. Sorry to let Team Plasma go after you track them down, fellas. Say, why don't we cheer ourselves up with a Pokemon battle? Don't keep me waiting. Oh, I won't. You'll see. Well, we avoided a fight in the middle of the city anyway. Still, I can't help but think Getsis isn't just an ordinary person. Gee, I wonder why. I'm off to go make my Pokemon stronger. I really don't want to lose to that Clay guy. Actually, I'm going to win my gym battle in a flawless victory. Fatality, flawless victory. I didn't know we were playing Mortal Kombat. Hey, those trees look nice. Anyways, in here. Also, is that Clay's truck? Huh, wonder how many miles he has on it. Hey, you have anything special to say? Welcome to Driftveil Pokemon Gym. In this gym, elevators are provided for your use. This is a nice contrast compared to other gyms. It's a nice little luxury-ish hotel, at least in this little room. I'm sure it was tough dealing with all that right after you arrived here. For now, I'll give you this. Some fresh water. Great. Thanks, good sir. The gym leader Clay uses ground-type Pokemon. Well, just between you and me, ground-type Pokemon aren't good against water-type Pokemon, water-type attacks. Kinda makes me wonder why Clay is living next to water. Maybe he likes the sea, I don't know. Anyways, clicking this here elevator allows us to go down. And conversely, clicking the red arrow will allow it to go upwards. We're literally in the salt mines. I guess the children do yearn for the mines. Anyways. Okay, Challenger, bring it on! I got my grass type right in front, as well as a few flying types and ice types. This is gonna be a cinch. A cinch and a pinch. Worker Felix. Hey, it's Fix-It Felix Jr. Didn't know he was here. Starting off with a Palpiti Toad. And the reason I brought a grass type. Also, nice level jump between this and the trainers we were fighting before. But not nice enough. Razor Leaf. Alright, and a Dribbler, which I caught resist your ground type moves. Oh, come on, real? You missed, Chester? Jeez. You know, as they say, if it isn't 100% accurate, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Y'all know what it is. But I lost. Man, you dodged my Razor Leaf and then hit me, I guess. Good thing you didn't crit. Anyways, going down. And isn't it dangerous for those suit guys to just be standing there? That just seems extremely dangerous. Also, the little tiles over here kind of look like D-pads. When the elevator goes up, my spirits rise. When the elevator goes down, my spirits fall. If you want to know why Clay is at the bottom, defeat me. Not gonna lie, that sounds like a bit of a slight against him, but whatever. Who knows, maybe Clay's a bad boss. Worker Sterling. Sent out of Sindelius. I mean, I'm kind of hoping you don't have Intimidate. Actually, wait, that's hidden ability, right? Nope, never mind, natural ability. Yet even in singles, Intimidate can be quite annoying. Razor Leaf, hopefully this still kills. And a Drillbur. Alright, I learned from my previous mistakes. Don't use the inaccurate move even though I just used it. I lost. There go all my spirits all the way down. Alright, we can go over here, even though that's extremely unsafe. We can go back upwards. Oh, wait a minute. That brings us to the beginning of the dungeon. Oh, my mistake, I guess. Alright, at least it lets us restart the puzzle. Alright, we can go over here, and now we can fight this guy. I face my Pokemon and we share our real feelings. Sometimes that's what I do in this Pokemon gym. In the salt mines. Okay, there's better Pokemon gyms for you to do that in, but whatever. Alright, worker done. Sends out a Crocodile. Alright, just to show them your strength. With a delicious Leaf Blade, and this time, I don't see an Intimidate. Right now, my Pokemon and I feel the sting of defeat. Alright, going down. Alright, so I got a choice here, either this one or that one. Why don't we go back here? Going up. Much harder than I expected. We can fight this fine little lady over here. Claire's at the bottom of the gym, but I will test you to see whether you are skilled enough to face the gym leader. Alright, clerk female KT. Sends out a Drillbur. What a wonderful lady. Got a rhyme right there. I only really need one Leaf Blade power points for one of Clay's Pokemon, so I can spare to use a few here, I guess. Oh, so frustrating. Maybe I'm not skilled enough. Alright, going down once again. Oh, look at that. Going to the center of the earth. Oh, well, we'll be there anyways. Ignore the song. I feel like if that would stop abruptly, that would be very unsafe. Alright. Now, before we do anything, let me just use a potion to make sure that we are at full HP. Even though we only took, like, how many points of damage? 1, 2? I don't know. 10 points of damage? Where's a normal potion when you need one? Let's see here. Normal potion. Just to get Chester back to full HP, so we're nice and tip-toppity shape for this. Alright, now we are going to switch. Rowan needs to be in the front for this. Because I've got a little strategy to deal with here. And now I'm going to stand next to him, because might as well take a little picture. Not that it matters too much, but you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. Alright, saved game. Well, think it's about time to see for yourself. For myself. Where's about you skilled? I made you. Made a gym leader like Lisa takes such a shine to you. Alright, Clay. I'll show you why she took a shine to me, because I got that unspoken riz. I know that was cringe. I'm sorry. Anyways, leader Clay. sends out a Crook Rock, which will have the Intimidate ability, but thankfully, I've prepared for this with a special attacker. Oh no, Intimidate, never mind. As Moxie. Ice Beam to the face! Get out of my face, you loser. Alright, show me Escadrille. There it is. The big man himself. Now, Escadrille has Rock Slide and Metal Claw, so I'm going to switch into Velvet here, protecting that, and I should be faster than his Escadrille as well, because his signature move being Bulldoze, which will lower my speed, which is the thing I was a little worried about, to be fair with you. Quad resisted Rock Slide, that's good for me. Alright, Earthquake to the face. Get off my screen. She's a Lord of Calamity for a reason. And that Shell Bell's certainly coming in handy. Our Rowan now level 36. And since I Palpitoad, which I am weak to both of your stabs. Giving up is an easy way. If I wanted, I could have given up right now, I guess is what he says. Alright, let's switch into Chester, because Chester resists both of Palpitoad's stabs. Thankfully you don't have poison type coverage, that would suck. Aqua Ring, oh no, he predicted my switch. That's fine. I want to see Aqua Ring help him against this Leaf Blade to the face. His rubbery frog-looking face that just looks so stupid. Palpitoad's fine in my opinion. Alright, level 37 for Chester. And Chester's gonna be pretty freaking useless for the next gym, sadly. Well, I've had enough, and it's just a no. Oh my god, that goes by so fast. I see, but I sure don't like it. For such a youngin', you have an imposing battle style. I know you got people who can dig up your potential. Yeah, take this. I kind of like how it looks like sediments in the ground. That's pretty cool in different ground layers. Nice touch. I received the Quake badge from Clay. So this is your 5th badge, eh? If that's so, Pokemon with the level 60 will be. Also, I'll give you this TM. Well, that was the plan, but I just remembered there's something I want. Wait in front of the cave that at the end of Route 6, would you? Huh. Is he the first ever gym leader that doesn't give you the TM right after you beat him? I mean, at least he gives you the gym badge right away, unlike 2 certain female gym leaders I know in Johto. But yeah. Alright, and what kind of sucks is I gotta unfigure out this problem all over again, but thankfully that... Oh wait, never mind, no I don't. Now I'm just complaining for no reason. Alright, I guess we're going to Route 60. I mean 6. But let us just heal real fast. Alright, onward to Route 6 we go. Spirit Bear, guess what? Guess what? God damn it, Bianca, don't scare me like that. Hey, were you at the gym just now? Oh hey, that's Driftveil's gym badge. How can you see it? It's in my badge case. Oh, that's totally cool. That's amazing. No. I can't get distracted being all impressed with your shiny new badge. I'm also a trainer. At times like this, you battle, right? Yes, you battle, and you win. And sadly, that's not you. Anyways, we're challenged by Bianca once again. Starting off with the herd here. Most likely has Intimidate, but thankfully I'm a special attacker, so that means nothing. Alright, Rowan. The military captain of the team. Yeah, I know, the military captain is an ice cream cone. Sue me. Ah, frozen. Honestly, one thing... Oh, my Pokemon can take that. I'm sure we'll probably... You sure you can take that? You positive? Well, might as well set up a little bit. Acid Armor. Back when Hyper Potions used to heal 200 HP. But since you're at least going to be frozen for one turn, this should be good. Get that +2 defense. Ice Beam once again. One thing I kind of like about status effects in this game that no other generation does is that your Pokemon changes color. For blue, you get blue for frozen. You get red for burn, and yellow for paralysis, and purple for poison. I always like that. It's a nice little touch that no other generation does. Alright, keep burning through your hyper potions, that's fine. Mirror Shot shouldn't do nearly as much damage. Ice Beam once again, goodbye. Alright, Pampor. Alright, you do resist both my attacks, but that's okay. And I have an EVI plus 2 defense. Taunt, that's fine, I don't need my status moves anymore, I'm good. Alright, Servine. Alright, yeah, this Ice Beam is not gonna be kind to you. Bye-bye. And finally, Musharna. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty neat Pokemon to have at this point in the game. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. Why don't we lower your accuracy first? Of course you miss. Lucky Chant protects you from crits. Funnily enough, that's a move we don't see in later generations. I mean, there are abilities that passively allow you to get through crits. I bet some people will love to use that against Urshifu, though. Alright, Side Beam, EVI boosted, how much is this gonna do? Alright, not that much. We good. Alright, I'm gonna try to lower your accuracy, weaken you a little bit. Alright, accuracy drop. Asking you shall receive, and it still hit, doesn't even matter. Alright, even for crits, it's not gonna kill. Bye-bye. Ah, I lost to an ice cream cone. I haven't had a Pokemon battle with you in a while, Sparebear. You've become totally strong, huh? I'm not that strong, so I don't know how to say it, but I think you're way tuned into your Pokemon feel. Oh, your Pokemon feel. Well, you know what? I want to share this HM with you, Sparebear. You got HMO2, fly! Alright, that'll make fast travel significantly easier. My papa gave it to me after he tried to make me take me home that time. I'm sure it's so I can come home anytime he wants, though. Oh, hey, I want to share this with Sharon, too. See you, Sparebear. Bye-bye. Alright, done with that. I might as well go heal a Brawn real fast. It should not take long. Alright, back to Route 6 again. Alright, in the last episode we already had gotten our encounter here, so no need for that. Hey, you! You're an interesting case. Please help me with my experiment! Alright, Scientist William. With the Deerling. A Pokemon we haven't seen yet in this journey. Alright, Ice Beam to the face. X defense is not gonna help you. Hope you know that. This is difficult to get results with this method. Pokemon with dry skin love water type moves in rainy weather. I'm talking about the ability of these Pokemon, of course. I mean, there might be some Pokemon out there who actually have dry skin, but whatever. We are totally in sync! Using our amazing connection, I will teach you about Rangers! Alright, Ranger Shanti. Sends out an Emolga. Emolga is a pretty damn fast Pokemon, so there's a chance it could outspeed me. But if it doesn't, Ice Beam screws you over pretty bad. Oh, double team, that's not good. That's not good. Don't be cheesing me with those strats. Please hit your Ice Beam, thank you. and Deerling. In fact, we learn all about you. Do you know this much about this berry? You got the cherry berry. Yes, I do know quite a bit about it. It recovers paralysis. Listen carefully. You may hear the sounds of breathing Pokemon and plants. Okay. Strange, but okay. Pouring rain, fighting Pokemon. Alright, the Parasol Ladies, which I'm pretty sure this in Generation 6, actually, I think, were there Parasol Ladies in Gen 4? Or Gen 3, I mean. I don't entirely remember, I'll be honest. But they predominantly use water types. So much so, I think we should switch into a Pokemon that likes the water. Chester. Echo voice. Which is kind of like Fury Cutter, gets stronger the more times in a row you use it. Rowan is now level 37. Alright, got another time pole over here. Cut him up with a Leaf Blade. I always like a Leaf Blade kind of looks like a sword. Even in the Gen 6 games, it uses a little green sword made out of grass or leaves, whatever. Gotta appreciate some of the older animations. At least I think so. And one more Razor Leaf for the road. Hear the sad melody of a total defeat. Or another scientist guy. I will research and investigate your Pokemon. No, you're not. You're not researching nothing. I'll have you know. Scientist Ron. With the Darling. So Deerling's colors, well, at least in the wild, will change depending on the season. Since we're in spring right now, we have spring form Deerling. Later games like Scarlet and Violet will only have different forms of Deerling depending on which area in the region they happen to be in. Which I guess is a fine way to incorporate it, but still. I must apologize my defeat, or analyze my defeat. That is how you get better, after all. Alright, we found ourselves a Hyper Potion. And there's another lot of them in there. Alright, Elixir. Alright, and the insane high encounter rate in this game gives me what? A Deerling. We don't need it. Not like I can get it anyways, but yes. Alright, Tranquil. Oh, come on, man. Swadloon, get out my face. You beanbag thing. Let's go into this here building. Hey, cool door. What y'all doing in here? Some Pokemon change their appearance depending on the season. By some, you mean two. Could that also be considered a type of evolution? No, it's not. Though I did have a neat idea for a fan-made Sawsbuck evolution that, depending on which season of Sawsbuck you have, it can evolve into separate Pokemon. But, discussion for another day. We research changes in nature that occur due to the seasons. Consider the Pokemon called Deerling, which lives in this forest. Its appearance is said to change according to the weather. This characteristic is of great interest to us. We want to research this Pokemon and observe its seasonal changes. That's why we developed a marvelous climate control system that descends the seasons and allows us to freely adjust temperatures and humidity. Huh. A research facility that allows you to change the weather in a Pokemon game? Haven't seen that before, nope. Up to this point, everything has been fine, but we are very busy, and we haven't really had a chance to catch my dearling to study. So, this is what we would like to ask of you. First, please capture a dearling. Then, when its appearance changes, could you bring it back to the lab? And then, when you've confirmed the change to dearlings you bring us, we will also go search for that season's dearling. How about it? If you don't mind, would you please show us a dearling that looks like now? I can't, sadly. Oh, I see. We'd be really grateful if you could assist us with our research, but if you're too busy, not that I'm too busy, but the rules don't allow me. This is the research search lab, whatever you just said. Twist Mountain just beyond Stralton has snow, depending on the season. Winter, who else could have guessed? The temperature and humidity inside the case next to me are controlled by that machine, or by a machine, this one over here. Nice little plant you got in there, by the way. Oh, does the scientist have anything interesting to say? I will unlock the mechanism and find the secret of your power. Alright. It's gonna be very difficult for you to do that because you're not beating me, but still. Scientist meta, yeah. Alright, Rowan. Give him a grand finale, once again. XP is not gonna help you. I remember Generation 5 had the Wonder Launcher that you could use in competitive play, but obviously that wouldn't be allowed, because imagine using X items right in the middle of battle. And you can do that on like a Choice Banded Mon. I was with the mechanisms, I don't even know. Preoccupied was the word she said, and I stumbled it. Oh well. Uh-oh. It's a fungus. Thankfully, I already caught one much higher level than this. Go, little fungus, run free. I don't want to battle you. What a fun with Pokemon. Do you want to play with us? Smashing in Puddle seems relatively immature. Tihana? Sounds like Vinylite. Alright, give him a mirror shot. And a Frill Shot, another Pokemon we have yet to see. Alright, you could send a water to move my way, so why don't we switch it to Chester? Bubble Beam, nice. Get predicted, as I like to say, though that did quite, of course you crit. Crits are so prevalent in this game. Bye-bye. Frill is a Pokemon I really hope I run into later in the game. That ghost typing is very useful. Uh-oh, I lost. But it was fun, so I'm satisfied. Is this another one? Nope, Leaf Stone, which I don't need another one of, to be honest with you. I think you can also get a Water Stone, actually, in Driftveil City, but I don't have a Pampor, and that's the only Pokemon in this region that evolves with that. At least till post-game, of course, but yeah. Another little fungus. Alright, unlike the last one, I won't be so merciful. Sorry, but you must die. Hey you, dude, I want to fight you. I will show you how energetic I've become just by being here. And running in a circle. That could make you a bit energetic if you do it enough times. Anyways, Richard the Ranger. Soda de Mincinio. Alright, Ice Beam into the face. And a Milger. You are most likely faster than me. Oh, come on, we gotta do this again. Alright, come on, Rowan, you can do it, I believe in you. Yes, Rowan. Showing so much promise. Nature. Rules of nature. If I use this, Will my Pokemon also become energetic? Got a cherry berry. I mean, no, but it will heal them of paralysis. When we are surrounded by green, we feel more energetic, don't you think? Thank you, Mother Nature. There's gotta be a hidden item over here, right? Nah, I guess not. Alright, before we fight Mr. Hiker Man over here, why don't we put Velvet in the front? Chargestone Cave seems like a complicated maze, but actually, it's straight road. Awesome, sweet. I remember there was actually a glitch in the original here. If you use Surf on the water tile, then you try to get back on the land with this guy sitting here, you can actually overlap with his little character sprite. Here on Route 6, there's a place called Driftveil Cave. Supposedly, deep in that cave, you can find an amazing Pokemon called Cobalion, who was said to have protected Pokemon from a sea of fire in ancient Unova. And in the far-flung future, it's a part psychic type for some reason. Anyways, if you can use a move called Surf, speak of the devil, that lets you move over the water surfaces. Maybe you can see Cobalion. Nice little hint of that. Well, not hit you straight, telling you, but yeah. Oh dear, your Pokemon somehow, they don't seem well. You should rest here for a little while. You can go anywhere when you are not feeling well. You can't go anywhere you're not feeling well. It's about the season to go to the Celestial Tower on Route 7. I have to ring the bell for my company. That's a little grim. Yes, here, have this. You walked into my parents' house just to have the stone. Hey, thank you, little girl. Let me see if there is a item in here. No, there isn't. There's probably something beyond there, but I think I'll worry about that off screen. Ah, look at that. I can just walk over here right now, but no need to. Chargestone Cave. Oh, hey, look, there's a giant electro web in the way. Thanks for waiting. I just got here. What do you mean waiting? Looks like the nest of an electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Don't know why there's a nest here, but there are folks having problems. The gym leaders are the ones that to fix it. Rock, take it out! By running right into it. Okay, that works. Totally. It did work, of course it did. And this here's TM's yours. It's my favorite TM. So you teach it to all your Pokemon. You got TM-78. Bulldoze for speed control. Basically ground type Icy Wind. It's called Bulldoze. This move does damage and lowers the speed of any Pokemon it hits. Some ground type Pokemon move a little slower than you think. If you use Bulldoze right, you can cover that weakness. I don't know how good you really are, but if you think you can go wherever. And if you think you can do something, keep doing it. Do things how you want. Decide your own limits. I'm going now. See ya. Well, strange, huh? Anyways, right over here, this little sign. Chargestone Cave, a shocking experience. Wonderful, nice pun. Anyways, why don't we sit right over here and save, because you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. No encounters this episode, but next episode we got quite a few. Alright, with that being said, thank you all for watching this edition of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. If you all enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit one of the videos you see on screen now on YouTube and that bell button for more. Consider answering the question of the day in the link in the description below. And consider becoming a YouTube member and a subscriber for $6 a month, for $3 a month, and $6 a month respectively for wonderful bonuses, such as an ad-free experience. Anyways, for those of you on Twitch, let us end this off with a quickie raid. And today, let's see who happens to be playing this. Pokemon Black and White as well. Dial with Butter. Send him or her your unwavering love and support. Alright, thank you all for watching. Have a terrific day.